What's going on, Z Nation? Zaid here, ZSPN, and welcome to the Lakers post-game show on ZSPN on YouTube. And today, guys, we're going to be talking about the Los Angeles Lakers versus the Washington Wizards tonight. Now, guys, before I get into the Lakers' disappointing loss against the Wizards tonight, please be sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel, share our videos all over Facebook, Twitter, all the good social media stuff, and of course, like always, please be sure to like my page on Facebook, ZSPN, and also follow me on Instagram and Twitter at ZSPN. I really do appreciate the love and support you guys give me all across social media, and of course on this channel, ZSPN on YouTube. Hit that notification bell so you will know when I upload on this channel. Much appreciated. So guys, let's talk about this Lakers loss. Obviously, it's a disappointing one because for a lot of reasons. And obviously the Lakers have been, it's kind of a back and forth, nothing usual type of season when it comes to the Lakers winning one and then losing one, winning one and losing one. It's kind of like a back and forth type of situation with the Los Angeles Lakers now. And guys, just recently I was just listening to Lakers Nation, and I heard one of the commenters saying that basically the Lakers, they can't really do this type of pace of winning and losing ones, type of games when it comes to the play-in tournament, because that's a one deal type of scenario. Okay, and judging by where the Lakers are right now with the 9th seed, it doesn't look like the Lakers have a fighting chance when it comes to the play-in tournament if they keep this type of rhythm that they're on. And I'm telling you guys, the Lakers are looking very, very bad. Even though they won against Toronto the last game and they went back and, back-to-back games, I don't care. I mean, the Washington Wizards did the same thing as the Los Angeles Lakers, okay? That's no excuse for the Lakers not to get a win against the Washington Wizards. I just don't think that makes it fair, because the Washington Wizards, they're a bad team, but they won tonight against the Lakers. So I don't know. I don't want to hear no excuses when it comes to that sort of instance. But let's just put this out there right now, okay? Let's put some positivity in this video when it comes to, LeBron making historic milestones in his career in his 19th year. Guys, we had to really admire of the greatness that he brings to the table every single night throughout his career, 19 years into the NBA season, and just continues to amaze us every single night. Not only did LeBron James, led the way tonight with 38 points, and I believe he had 10 rebounds, but he surpasses Karl Malone in second in the all-time scoring list. So that's something, guys, to really admire when it comes to what LeBron James accomplished for his career on the all-time scoring list, being number 2 on the all-time scoring list. The number 1 is obviously Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, and I have a guaranteed chance that LeBron James will potentially get there next season as a Los Angeles Laker, potentially, if somehow he is able to go into his 20th season and continue to show some monstrous, similar type of performances like we're seeing in his 19th career. And I hope he does, because I want to see more greatness out of LeBron James every minute, every chance that we can obviously enjoy from LeBron James when it comes all said and done, because, once LeBron James is gone out of the league, there's never going to be another LeBron James. I'm just here to tell you guys that. So congratulations to LeBron James, and hopefully more accomplishments, more goals to come when it comes to making historic milestones in the NBA. So congratulations, LeBron James, number 2 all-time scorer in the NBA. And just had a great night also, guys, against the Washington Wizards. Even though we lost, LeBron James, brought his A game every single night. I mean, this is not anything new. LeBron James has never disappointed us when it comes to giving us great performances and trying. I put the emphasis. He's trying to win us games with the circumstances that he has in front of him. And he does, guys. I mean, let's put some respect for LeBron James, what he's been doing for us throughout this season. Okay, with the downs, way downs, and the highs, when we do win games, obviously most of the time we lose some. LeBron continues to go out there every single night and gives us great performances in the stage of his career, 19th year, and continue to amazes us every single night with 38 points and 10 rebounds. So great job out there for the King. And once again, congratulations to LeBron James on the historic milestone in the NBA. And then, guys, let's talk about the rest of the Lakers. Okay, when you look at the stat line, Russell Westbrook. Once again, guys, let's give some credit and some appreciation for Russell Westbrook's performance out there tonight. Averaged 22 points and gave us 10 rebounds, and I believe he gave us maybe 8 or 9 assists out there tonight. And, guys, he played very well. Let's not deny it, okay? With the circumstances that the Lakers are in, and the main reason that Russell Westbrook has not been producing and showing us what he's made of as of, this season so far, these past 2 games, when it comes to the Toronto Raptors game and tonight's loss against the Washington Wizards, Russell Westbrook, he brought his A game. And I think it was because of the scheme of how the Lakers were playing for these past 2 games. And I really seen like a type of rhythm that Russell Westbrook was liking in those 2 games that we've been seeing from him, from the Toronto game and with the Washington game, even though we lost that particular one. And obviously, that all had to do with the bad coaching from Frank Vogel all around. Guys, if we had to blame anybody for this Lakers loss, it goes directly to Frank Vogel's coaching. Regardless, okay, with some players not stepping up here and there, from Avery Bradley or, from DJ Augustine, maybe Carmelo Anthony on the defensive side, or maybe just some players who, or, maybe, since Dwight Howard was not playing tonight, and that's obviously has to do with the coaching decisions. And, maybe we can put blame on all those things. But I personally, and I think most Laker fans would agree with me on this, is that we have to put the whole blame on the coaching in the Lakers' loss against the Washington Wizards tonight. I have to say, it was very disappointing how the rotation was, how some players did not get not so much minutes or not so much opportunities. I mean, it was just all around a bad decisions all around when it comes to the coaching efforts from Frank Vogel. And guys, it makes more of an argument for the firing of Frank Vogel to happen. There's no doubt in my mind. I mean, even when the Lakers are not playing solid offense when it comes to shooting and just, go into the fourth quarter and just, try to score the best they can, defensively was their downfall. Personally, for me, it was the defense that the Lakers' reason of losing tonight. And this is a guy who is a defensive coach. What went wrong, Frank? What went wrong? I just don't get it, man. You're really disappointing us, and, you're making a huge argument for your firing. Even, now, instead of the once the season is over. So I have to personally say, guys, that the coaching was the main reason of the Lakers why they lost out there tonight, because of the rotation, because of the missed opportunities that were given. I mean, you could just tell that Frank Vogel wanted the ball to be in LeBron James' hands throughout the fourth quarter. And it was just like that sort of instance, not giving certain players opportunities to just, play similar basketball what we saw in Toronto. I mean, that was the best coaching from Frank Vogel this season when it comes to the Toronto win, last night. So obviously, when it comes all said and done, that was the best. But this one, it was poor. It was disappointing to watch. And, just always relying the ball on LeBron James does not always work. It doesn't. And, just the rotation was also bad when it comes to Frank Vogel's decision. It was bad all around. And, guys, yeah, I mean, I honestly have to put all the blame on the coaching from Frank Vogel. So we have to really put that out there when it comes to the bad mistakes that were made coaching-wise from the Lakers' loss against the Washington Wizards tonight. So, I just had to put that out there. And then, guys, just some players out there showed some effort out there from Malik Monk, who had 17 points, had a solid shooting effort. As I said, because of the rotation and because of the decisions that were made from the coaching staff, specifically Frank Vogel, the minutes, I honestly really, Frank Vogel should have gave more minutes to Malik Monk because we could have obviously needed him when it comes to the shooting efforts on the offensive side in the fourth quarter. But unfortunately, for some reason, Frank Vogel wanted to rely on the ball to LeBron James, but obviously it did not work out. And obviously they played small in those final minutes left and had Carmelo Anthony be the big man. And obviously we all know that he has a reputation of not being a great defensive player. And when it comes to scoring, he's a scoring guy. And he can give us 13 to 15 points a game. But for some reason, Frank Vogel's decisions on the rotation, having Carmelo Anthony protecting the rim or just being a mid-range shooter as the top big man for the Lakers at the, I guess you could say at the center, instead of having players like Dwight Howard or maybe LeBron James guarding Porzingis, it was very bad. It was very bad decision from Frank Vogel's part when it comes to the rotation. So obviously that, it was just a bad decisions, bad coaching all around. And I really don't want to blame Carmelo Anthony because, or any certain player out there tonight, because they tried. I mean, you can tell that throughout the game, you can tell that the Lakers were going to win it. But when it came to the fourth quarter, something happened. Something changed. And it was because of the coaching decisions from Frank Vogel. So I don't want to blame LeBron because he had a great night and an historic one. And Russell Westbrook, who continues to, for these past two games, from the Toronto and tonight's game against the Washington Wizards, he's putting up a great show. I mean, honestly, guys, I'm so impressed by the performance of Russell Westbrook as of late. And, he's been producing. I'm not sure what's going on, but if it's because of certain plays being made that he's been feeling some rhythm that's working, I want to see more because I really want to start cheering for Russell Westbrook now. So I'm tired of giving my criticisms for Russell Westbrook when it comes to him not producing to the best of his ability. So hopefully we can see more greatness out of Russell Westbrook. But overall, guys, for the reason the Lakers lost was because of the coaching. I honestly have to put the blame on Frank Vogel's part in the coaching efforts from the rotation and the defensive side of coaching in the fourth quarter. That was really the main reason why the Lakers' downfall in the fourth quarter. 4 minutes left remaining because of the bad coaching decision of Frank Vogel. So, and some of you may agree with me or disagree with me. You can maybe put the blame on, I don't know, maybe LeBron James or Russell Westbrook or certain players that didn't really step up to the plate. I mean, guys, really think about it. Gabriel had a great night against the Toronto Raptors last night, and he started for us. Why wasn't he in the starting lineup, or at best had more minutes on the second unit instead of giving all the minutes to Carmelo Anthony? I mean, defensively, we could have had Gabriel. Defensively, he's well known for his defensive ability more than what Carmelo Anthony gave us on the defensive side, which we didn't see it. So I don't know. I don't know why that Frank Vogel did not give more minutes to Gabriel. And, obviously we should have seen him more producing with the Lakers when it comes to, either if he would have been in the starting lineup or just given more minutes for the second unit. But for some reason, Frank Vogel didn't go that route. And honestly, overall, I'm blaming this loss on Frank Vogel. So, but, other than that, guys, I think Stanley Johnson had 12 points. But, it was just a bad effort in those 4 minutes left remaining into the fourth quarter. It was very bad from the get-go, from that 4 minutes, and the Lakers just allowed the Washington Wizards to gain a lead, a big lead, an 8-point lead. So obviously it was just bad all around, and we just had to honestly hope that the Lakers will bounce back from this and hopefully start to manage their losses and hopefully start winning games, because with those 14 or maybe 13 games remaining into the season, it sort of depends on what the Lakers will do in those games remaining, because it sort of depends on what certain position they will be in when it comes to the play-in tournament. Could they still stay in the 9th seed, or with the Pelicans and some teams who are in the 11th seed with the Spurs and the Blazers, could they catch up and potentially knock off the Los Angeles Lakers? Is possible, because as I said from the beginning, the Lakers are a back and forth type of team now. They win one and then they lose one. They win one and they lose one. It's just so depressing to see, because you would think the Lakers would win tonight, but unfortunately it just wasn't the case. So hopefully we could just have to hope, guys. That's all it is. I mean, the Lakers can't do anything else unless Anthony Davis returns, but he's not going to return until maybe the playoffs. So that's so up in the air as of this moment when it comes to regarding, AD. So hopefully he comes back to us very soon. But judging by his rehab and, him coming back to us with the reports, it could be in, playoff time or maybe in the play-in. It sort of remains to be seen. So, guys, please comment down below, like, subscribe to the channel. Please give me your thoughts about the Lakers' loss against the Washington Wizards. Do you think that the blame goes directly to Frank Vogel? Do you guys agree with my analysis? Or do you think, maybe some blame could go to LeBron or maybe Russell Westbrook or somebody out there that really didn't step up to the plate? I personally would put all the blame on Frank Vogel. That's just me. And guys, his job is basically done as the head coach for the Los Angeles Lakers, either next season or maybe he gets fired in mid-season, but I don't think it's going to happen. So maybe we will see a whole different coach, next season with the firing of Frank Vogel. But, we just have to wait and see about that. So, and guys, what do you think about LeBron James achieving that milestone in NBA history, making the number 2 in the all-time scoring list, surpassing Karl Malone? And I really want to know your thoughts about that in the comment section down below. Like this video, subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you all in the next video. Thank you so much for watching. Go Lakers. Take it easy, guys. Stay safe out there.